Hello. Welcome to my library. I'm Jesse. These are my games. Video games, it's a long history for me. It goes way back. I'm old school. 28. That brings me back to the early 80s. Atari 2600. You know what I think it was? I think it was baseball on the Atari 2600 because I figured out the trick. You rotate the joystick, you hold down and press the button every time the pitch came, and you could hit a home run every time. So I beat my friends about 100-0 in the top of the first, and they refused to ever play with me again. But that was when I knew I was good at games, and I knew games loved me back.
Your question, what I think about these video games is a waste of time and a waste of money. And I'm going to tell you why. It's a waste of money because you spend so much money in those games.
As far as spending money, I spend quite a bit. I love those games. And they're expensive, $60 plus. But again, you know, the way I value it, I appreciate the artistry and the effort that these guys put in. As I said earlier, it's 2 years per game, on average, for a top shelf game. 200 men and women. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's a lot of man effort, it's a lot of imagination, it's a lot of money. And I feel compelled for the amount of enjoyment I received to give them my $60. The true beauty, I think, of modern gaming is online.
Oh, yo, I caught your bullet, I chopped it, and I chainsawed you. This game is easy, man. Easy against you fools. Where you from? God damn, it's like you don't have electricity where you're from. Woo!
It's how you make relations. I mean, the old days, you went to an arcade and you pumped in quarters and you got your ass kicked by that kid who lived at the local Chuck E. Cheese's. No longer. I mean, the arcades have vanished in America. They only exist in Japan these days. And the only way you're ever going to get play kids of any skill is online. And now you think, again, you go back to this idea of this hermit living in the basement, you know, dressed up as an elf, playing as an elf, God knows. And they do exist. I know a few. All right. But, you know, real relations can be made. And one of the best stories was when I lived in Portland, Oregon. I didn't really know too many people. I'd gone out there for work and a friend, and I had met this guy through a work colleague who also liked video games. So we began playing at night. We had a couple drinks together, you know, from here and there, but never really hung out much. But through the course of time, we would play every night, and we became just the best of friends. And to this day, he's one of my dearest friends. I speak to him every day, and it's truly through online gaming. Odd, but true.
By staying home in the same environment, looking at these games, you are making your mind dull. Means your mind is becoming like I don't know what, but you are not helping yourself.
It does hamper some of my reading time. I'm applying to law school, and I don't think I'm prepped yet because I'm not reading as many books as I should be. I do read, but not quite as much as I'd like to. So I do see some of the downfalls of it because it is such a beautiful medium that it does envelop you. You do get wrapped up to a point that can be dangerous. I, however, find time to live a life outside that, but I can see how many people don't.
My question that I have for you or for anybody that looks at this, what are you gaining? I know that you are wasting something. You are wasting your time.
Oftentimes, people who say that it's a waste of time, you know, quite frankly, I think they're Philistines in the sense that they don't recognize beauty, whether it's art. Oblivion, art. Fable 2, art. Fallout 3, art. Far Cry, not so much. Far Cry 2, art. It's a waste of time. So is going to a museum then, or reading a fine book, or watching a wonderful television program. These are artists making beautiful narratives constructed in a fashion where you are allowed to immerse yourself in a first-person fashion and manipulate the world around you. If nothing more, this puts anything in film and TV to shame because those are simply 2D panels that usher you through with blinders on in a fashion that's dictated for you. These allow open navigation and interaction, truly something marvelous. And to say anything else is narrow-minded at best.